Have you ever thought about what it would be like to live by your own values? How do you define values? What are they? And how can you use them to lead a more meaningful life? In this video, we will discuss all of these questions as we explore Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of creating your values. So let's get started. Who is Friedrich Nietzsche? He was a German philosopher born in 1844 who had a profound influence on Western philosophy and thought. His work explored a wide range of topics such as morality, religion, art, and culture. Nietzsche's ideas were highly influential and continue to be relevant today. What are values? Values are the principles and standards that guide our behavior and decision-making. They are the beliefs and ideals that we hold to be important, and they shape our perception of the world around us. Values can be acquired through various sources such as family, friends, religion, or personal experiences. Each person has their own unique set of values that define their character and worldview. Nietzsche's concept of creating your values. Nietzsche believed that individuals should create their own values rather than blindly following the values of society or tradition. He argued that conventional morality and religious beliefs often hinder the growth and development of the individual. In his book, Twilight of the Idols, Nietzsche wrote, "We should not believe in the truth of truths unless we have personally seen it." This quote highlights Nietzsche's emphasis on personal experience and the importance of not accepting something just because it is widely believed or taught. Instead, he encourages us to examine our beliefs and values and determine for ourselves what is true and meaningful. So how do you create your values? The first step towards creating your values is to become aware of your beliefs and the values that you currently hold. You need to understand where these values come from and how they shape your behavior and decision-making. This can be achieved through introspection, self-reflection, and critical thinking. Once you have identified your current values, you can start to challenge them and question whether they are truly aligned with who you are and what you believe in. This may involve confronting deeply held beliefs or questioning long-held assumptions, but it is an essential part of the process. Creating your values also requires that you consider your goals and aspiration. What do you want to achieve in life, and what do you want your legacy to be? Your values should align with your goals and help you to achieve them. For example, if you value honesty and integrity, you are more likely to make decisions that are in line with your ethical principles and contribute to your overall sense of purpose and meaning. It is also essential to consider the role of power in creating your values. Nietzsche believed that individuals who create their own values are more likely to be powerful and self-determining. Creating your values is a form of self-creation, and it allows you to shape your own destiny and pursue your own goals without being constrained by external pressures or expectations. By developing your own values, you can become more autonomous and less dependent on the approval or validation of others. This can lead to a greater sense of personal freedom and empowerment. However, creating your values is not a static process. It is an ongoing journey that requires constant reevaluation and adjustment. As you grow and change, your values may also evolve and change. It is essential to remain flexible and open-minded, and to be willing to challenge your own beliefs and assumptions over time. Here are some tips for creating your values. Identify your current values and beliefs. Take some time to reflect on your beliefs and values and how they shape your behavior and decision-making. Consider where these beliefs come from and whether they are truly aligned with who you are and what you want to achieve in life. Consider your goals and aspiration. Think about what you want to achieve in life and what kind of person you want to be. Your values should align with your goals and help you to achieve them. For example, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, values such as hard work, creativity, and resilience can help you to achieve your goals. Challenge your assumptions. Don't be afraid to question your assumptions and beliefs and consider alternative perspectives. This can help you to break free from the constraints of conventional morality and create your own unique set of values. Be open-minded and flexible. Be willing to consider different viewpoints and be open to changing your beliefs and values over time as you grow and change. This will help you to create a more authentic and genuine set of values that reflect who you truly are. Create a personal creed. Write down your values and beliefs to create a personal creed that you can refer back to when making decisions or facing challenges. This can help you to stay true to yourself and your values and make decisions that are in line with what you believe in. Live by your values. Put your values into practice by making decisions and taking actions that are guided by your beliefs and principles. This can be challenging, especially when faced with difficult situations or conflicting values. But it is essential to stay true to yourself and what you believe in. Remember that creating your values is a highly personal and subjective process. There is no right or wrong way to do it. What matters most is that you create a set of values that are authentic and meaningful to you. However, it can be helpful to seek out the wisdom of others and learn from their experiences. One way to gain insight into creating your values is to study the lives and teachings of people who have created their own values and lived according to them. For example, the Stoics, such as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, were known for their ability to endure hardship and adversity with dignity and grace. By studying their teachings and applying them to your own life, you can learn how to create your values and live by them even in the face of great challenges. Another valuable resource for gaining insight into creating your values is the field of positive psychology. Positive psychologists study what makes life worth living and how to cultivate happiness and well-being. By learning about positive psychology and applying its principles to your own life, you can gain a deeper understanding of what truly matters and create your values accordingly. In conclusion, creating your values is a challenging but rewarding process that can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. By becoming aware of your current values, considering your goals and aspiration, challenging your assumptions, being open-minded and flexible, creating a personal creed and living by your values, you can create a set of values that are authentic and meaningful to you. Remember that creating your values is a highly personal and subjective process, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. What matters most is that you create a set of values that are authentic and meaningful to you. Embrace the challenge and enjoy the rewards of living by your own values. Thank you for watching this video on Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of creating your values. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content. And if you have any thoughts or comments, please share them below. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. The postulate "Create Your Values" captures one of Friedrich Nietzsche's most revolutionary and enduring philosophical imperatives, the call for individuals to break free from inherited moral codes and take responsibility for defining the principles by which they live. For Nietzsche, most people passively accept the values given to them by tradition, religion, society, or authority figures. These ready-made moral systems, especially those rooted in what he called slave morality, often suppress individuality, weaken the will, and discourage the pursuit of personal greatness. They teach obedience, conformity, and guilt rather than strength, self-determination, and the affirmation of life. To create your values means to reject the role of a passive recipient and instead become an active architect of meaning. Nietzsche believed that in a world where God is dead, a metaphor for the collapse of absolute divine authority, there is no external source to dictate universal moral truth. This absence is not a cause for despair, but an opportunity for liberation. The individual, freed from the tyranny of imposed morality, now carries the creative responsibility to decide what is good, noble, and worth striving for. This process is not arbitrary self-indulgence. Nietzsche did not advocate for shallow moral relativism, where anything goes. Rather, he urged the formation of values rooted in self-overcoming Selbstüberwindung, the discipline of transcending one's own weaknesses, fears, and limitations. The Übermensch Overman or Superman is Nietzsche's archetype of a human being who fully embodies this principle, someone who lives by self-made values, unshackled from the herd's morality, and who transforms their life into a work of art.